Navy jerseys, shiny gold helmets, and Duke in the white. Face-off violation against Notre Dame, and it will be Duke ball to begin.
Robertson who could score, but the X presence.
Shot clock at 5. Duke's got to go quickly. Sneaking inside, and there is Joey Manown. He was Joey Bagels.
Manown answers the bell, and to be quite honest, guys, we've seen flashes from this kid, just not crazy consistency. 31 in white. That jersey was donned by the great Jordan Wolf, who won 2 national titles back-to-back in 13 and 14. Kind of looked like Wolf there, Quint.
Yeah, the 5'7" junior. Had the game winner against Denver early this season.
They'll slide. Guard! Here comes Montgomery against Krantz. Over to Smith. Right hand rocket. Bang!
27. Set the pick. And then peel. Catch and rip. Similar to basketball, Kark.
Wow. Smith has been a lethal outside shooter with both left and right hands the last 3 years.
Here comes Walsh. Over to the wing and Carpenter. Skip pass, Lowry. Woo! Duke coming out with a little sizzle. It's 3-0.
The gap. And earlier in the season, he had a magnificent goal-scoring spree against Notre Dame. But inside, today he's stretching the defense outside with the cannon of a shot, uses the Notre Dame defender as a screen. And look at the placement on that righty goalie.
John Danowski. Manown and Lowry, 2 goals from the attack.
It's all about the attack presence as Van Raphorst brings this one down.
And another one. A slam dunk. It's 4-zip Duke. But they'll say he's in the crease. No goal. That one waved off. Did what he needed to do. Garnsey against JT Giles Harris. The ACC resting.
Midfield weave.
Carpenter, the pick from Walsh. His shot blocked. Picked up by Lowry, and the trash man makes it 4-zip. Sean Lowry, a couple of goals for Duke. The Blue Devils getting some production from some of their unknowns. It's Lowry, it's Carpenter with an assist. All Blue Devils in this opening stand. Over to Jackaboys. Garnsey, Griffin Westland, skip pass, Costabile onto the crease. Nicely done, it's Brian Willits. Welcome home.
When he played his high school ball, he was more of a stretch shooter, but I think he's found his role dominating the inside paint with all these
15 in white.
Here comes Quigley, and that's a save for Schmidt, who had a career-high 18.
Waiting for a Notre Dame comeback here.
Thank you.
I appreciate Mike Golick. Maybe we can get some of that commencement speech on Golick and Ringo as Ryder Garnsey snakes around the crease for a goal. There's a flag,
but he put in the time. He paid the price. And look at what he can create. Back and forth, relentless dodging against Prendergast, a very capable player. Gets to the middle, gets to pay dirt.
That's what he does. It's Ryder. Goal line extended. I think he adds, look at the one-handed twist. Back to his left. Time to go on a shorty. I think this is a big deal for him in the lineup, too. Because
I think if somebody else eats, this Notre Dame offense is as good as any in the country.
Yeah, you've said that many times. Here's Jackaboys. And the sophomore from Kansas City brings the Irish to within 1.
2 shorties aren't complete lockdowns. That's where your options are when you have 5 or 6 Dodgers. Jackaboys can fly past the shorty. Gives him the middle of the field, and he's looking at a ton of net.
This is the most talented Notre Dame offense. How do we use this puzzle piece?
Here comes Gleason. McCann over to Willits. Bounce shot and a score. Notre Dame with 4 unanswered. And we're all
who's coming home to Hofstra? This is the mecca of Long Island lacrosse. And when Long Islanders come back as NCAA playoff players, a guy like Brian Willits, who played at Smithtown East.
When does the slide come? Here it is. Montgomery plays it to Quigley. And his shot saved by Third meeting of the season between these two. 20th this decade. Montgomery gets free and scores. He can do things on the field.
That's how he works this defender now. He'll catch the defender, lunges out at him. Over-aggressive approach. He plants his left foot and moves towards the middle of the field right there. That little hitch and go with a right-handed jump shot. Textbook Nakai Montgomery.
But look where he plants the foot. Towards behind the cage. So
go back to the ACC semifinal meeting against Notre Dame. Irish were in control. Duke got back with transition. Carpenter off the feed from Montgomery.
When you watch Nakai Montgomery, if he gets into the action early, he can play at a completely different level. Carpenter sets his feet, maybe one that if Schmidt explodes to the ball, he gets, but make no mistake about it.
Duke opened the game on a 4-0 run. Notre Dame answered with 4 straight. Robertson makes it 3 in a row for Duke. A game of runs.
To do simple things, but do them great. Fundamentals are always strong. Alley dodge, right to left. They kick it to X. Sayal picks up the assist. Robertson turns the corner.
You see,
here comes Montgomery. Look at the shake. Oh, the bouncer off the mark. Nice save by Schmidt. Hallenbeck on the outlet. Feeding Garnsey on the inside, who stuffs it in. Defense.
To make a big-time play. Nakai Montgomery absolutely dusts his defender. Bounces the ball too high on the earth. Matt Schmidt makes that stop, and Notre Dame goes end to end. And you guys were mentioning Duke's inability to strike in full field. Well, guess what happens there? Notre Dame.
Ledman, inside a roll, jarred loose. Not his game. Dodge against the shorty. Hard to stay with 15. There's a bouncer. One thing we've picked up on this season, Carl,
gets the defense initially to rotate. They got on the carousel because 26 in blue is garnering a ton of attention.
Gleason finally on the board, and Notre Dame winning one.
But combined for 1 assist in the first half. And JT Giles Harris has owned this matchup the entire season. Held him scoreless in the first meeting, but this time Gleason gets the leverage. You see him dip that shoulder to get the inside from the state of Georgia, the last guy in the class.
Garnsey against Lindsey. Garnsey wraps around, dives, and scores! A hat trick for Ryder Garnsey.
This is just a bad situation for Duke. Garnsey has got this matchup, and once he gets space and clearance, look out. Time to take off.
That's amazing. Guys, do you remember in 2014 when the Thompsons were on this field against Notre Dame? You know how many young kids in their backyards were inspired by that backhand?
Costabile sandwiched, trying to escape the ambush. Save Upgren, flag down. Costabile is in the penalty box.
After the shot.
Costabile fakes the pass over to Jacobois, to Westland. Garnsey going inside. Garnsey diving! And they said he was in the crease. No goal. Patience now from Duke as Quigley will dodge from the alley. And Quigley finding the back of the net to give Duke.
And it's running downhill. Big numbers 2 years ago. He's capable. Big goal to stop a little Notre Dame run.
A lot of chatter about that play in the press box afterwards, and well into this game as Manown gets free.
31 and White's using his free hand. So he takes Arden Cohn up the left side, and Cohn's a lefty who typically has a flawless defensive approach, but that time his hips are off, and he invites Manown, who's a lefty, daring him to go right. Unleash one here.
And just couldn't get it out of his cross.
That one was tough in the Maryland-Virginia game because look where the ball ended up, right? By midfield.
Montgomery, Carpenter, shot to score!
Trading 3 and 4 goal runs. High wing dodge draws 2. Moved to Montgomery, whose eyes are up. He had no intention of doing anything other than feeding. Carpenter's been terrific in the slot area. Mr. Energy, giant production.
Welch to Smith. They'll move it around. Robertson's shot blocked. Good defense by Arden Cohen, who dumps it up ahead to Phillips. Notre Dame on the attack. Boom! Hallenbeck, his third of the season.
And the ability to get it upfield. Knocks it down. Ground ball with pressure. And then makes this pass against the grain to a racing Timmy Phillips. And Hallenbeck. Bam!
Hallenbeck had 2 goals down against Cohen, feeding Carpenter. Can't get it. It's not there. Has to play it to Seau. Carpenter gets it back toward the cage. He scores again.
The senior. Minutes have gone up. Dealt with injuries in prior season. He's developed a 2-handed approach. He's a strong right-handed player. He's got that basketball hoop sense. His eyes are always up. And this is one, Kark, where he just kind of sniffs what the defense is giving him, and all of a sudden there's nobody there. So you press the goal line, extend it.
There's Garnsey. They're trying to get him on the switch against Montgomery. Garnsey, left hand free. They saw Nakai Montgomery trapped on defense.
Left line, goal line extended area. And it's Ryder Garnsey playing the pick game. And Craig Van Raphorst has been a first-team All-American in his career. Garnsey's not shying away from anyone. I mean, think about what he's gone through in his senior campaign. Right? I mean, throw that out the window. This team is so much more potent with him in the lineup. Gives them a different look.
Costabile inside to Gleason! A 1-goal game!
Known as an outside shooter. A guy that'll shake you and shoot it on the run as well. This time, the defense steps up to prepare to double team, and he snaps a strike down low to Gleason. Costabile can pass.
Good time, good time, good time.
Garnsey around the bend, has to play it back. Costabile thought about it. Gets free, the rocket is wide. Out of the game. And now Notre Dame with the extra man. 1 for 2 on the EMO. Costabile, good look, and he scores. And he ties the game at 11.
Player of the year for a reason. Because he can absolutely sling it from downtown. Little kickback from Garnsey, and you see what Costabile does. Once he passes to Garnsey as the Irish celebrate, he takes 2 to 3
for a moment. Comes back to Manown.
Guard, Ryan, guard! Skinny.
Here comes Smith. Maneuvering inside, diving toward the goal. The ball goes in. There's a flag down, and this is a big. The goal is waved off. There is a flag. And Kark, it looks like the officials said no goal push.
Well, it looked like the push was evident, right? Smith felt the pressure from Hallenbeck. He's not in the crease. The ball crosses the plane.
McCann to Costabile. Right hand is not there. Costabile to the left.
We've been talking about his right hand all game, and Duke overplays it right there with the double. Rolls back to his left and puts this one over Upgren's shoulder. Strong, tough, rugged, two-handed.
Robertson has been quiet today. Here's Seau. Jake Seau ties it at a dozen.
Fifth-year senior, getting his master's degree at Duke. Statistically, his numbers this year better than all 3 years previous. He's athletic, he can shoot on the run. And the best moment of his career right now.
Arden Cohen. Montgomery to Quigley. That hit the pipe. It did not go in. It comes to Keelty. Robertson over to Montgomery. Now Bador. He's got a big lefty hammer. Robertson, bouncer, and Duke with a lead with 1:50.
With a great outside bouncer. Watch how Robertson uses the earth and gets his ball to kick over the shoulder of Schmidt. Again, a second look. This is textbook to perfection. He puts it out in front of the crease and gets that high kick.
And now a Titanic face-off. 5 seconds on the man up. McCann, left wing, feeding, and now it comes inside. Willits finds the crease.
Ryder Garnsey, when he catches this ball, the sixth sense to know that Willits is parked on goal line extended. Ball rotation, bang. What a pass by Garnsey.
Garnsey becomes the hub as an inside guy if he's not going to shoot. He's like the hub of a wheel. And Willits managed to put that ball right in the little area between Upgren's right ear and the post.
Now double teamed. Jarred loose. Gleason has it. 2 seconds. Knocked down. And we go to overtime again. They're getting their money. Here's Robertson. 5 on the shot clock. Robertson. Left hand bouncer scores. Duke wins it in overtime. The Blue Devils headed to championship weekend. History. Oh, that matchup's got history too. As we get one more look at the game winner, Joe Robertson, with seconds on the shot clock. A bouncer that catches Schmidt by surprise. Heartbreak for Notre Dame. They've now been knocked out of the tournament this decade 5 times by Duke. And the Blue Devils, for the 10th time in 13 seasons, heading to championship weekend.
The sophomore, St. Anne's Belfield, right outside of Charlottesville, Virginia. Just trying to put that one on the goal to get a reset of the shot clock, really. Didn't have that much velocity, but he made the goaltender move. And it looks like Schmidt did not